Welcome to another video. So today I'm just going to film this one. I'm going to do some maintenance on my bike. I obviously just want to show you some other things that I've done. Got some good news. I'm actually heading to Melbourne on the 7th of next month, so probably about 2 weeks away. I'm very excited. We're going for about 7 days, me and the missus. Unfortunately there won't be any competitions over there. It would be absolutely awesome to do one, but I'm literally just going over there to get some new lands, throw it down, hopefully get some really good stuff and bring it back here. But anyways, I just want to show you guys, I just brought the brand new DK golf bag, right? And this thing is insane. And yes, if you're thinking, where are you, Steve? I'm in my front living room where the TV is and stuff like that, because it's absolutely raining outside, so I've got nothing else to do. And I probably won't be able to film a video for like a little while, because it just hasn't stopped raining. So anyways, let's get onto the bag. This is actually the brand new DK golf bag, obviously for riding and stuff like that. If you guys aren't part of the whole BMX scene, if you are watching this bag is amazing. I brought it off Lux BMX, so big shout out. Love the logo on it. And then it's got like a, I guess it's got like the beehive type of effect on it. Absolutely awesome. Like I love the effect on it. I did have one about 5 years ago. That was about green and black, and that was a different fabric. This is more like, I guess, I'm not sure, like silk, I guess, in a way. I'm not 100% sure. I'm guessing it'll be in the description. But anyways, this is the new bag I just brought it. I haven't even used it yet. I'm excited to get this on the plane. But as you can see, we open it all up as best I can. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, it's got straps inside to hold down, and then it's actually got a sleeve. So you actually put your frame in here, and then obviously put your stuff on top, strap it all down, and then put your clothes, pads in the middle, and then obviously on the outside, it's got another strap. So this bag cost me about 300 bucks. So it's not cheap, but then apparently I have been told that there's other bags that the pro riders actually use, and they're like 500-600 bucks. But obviously they probably get it for free because they're sponsored. So anyways, this is the bag. I just wanted to show you that. So if you guys are traveling, we can travel now, so it's getting easier. And you know, there's some great parks overseas stuff, so definitely get yourself a bag if you need it. All right, so this is the rig. Absolutely love it. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the video of me getting these wheels built up and stuff like that, or actually doing the paint splatter. Definitely have a look, but geez, I love the spokes in them. What I'm going to do today is pretty much pull this apart, re-grease it, clean all the sprocket, all the dirt out of it, and then obviously clean up the back driver, clean all that out, because obviously you want to keep your bike nice and fresh. And then on the stem here, I'll be changing these over. So these are new tie bolts. So I bought these probably, I'd say a year ago now. There's nothing wrong with the actual bolts that are on the stem now, but I'm very careful with what I do. You know, like I'd hate to obviously do something over a box of big tricks and then all of a sudden one of these bolts just snap, because they are titanium. They are not as strong as normal aluminium or steel. Really light, but then at the same time you do have that risk factor of them snapping easier. So for me personally, I like to keep changing them probably at least once a year, just to keep that, you know, make sure that they don't snap. Because if you're doing a front flip over a box, or saying you land and it snaps and your bars go down, you might not get back up. So hopefully you guys will learn from that. The other thing that I changed was actually my tires. I had KHE tires. But as you can see, I've got Maxxis grifters now. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to show you the tools that I use. So obviously this is 8mm for your wheels and stuff. My bike is literally made of practically 3 different sides. So this whole bit here, which I brought from a bike store, can literally take my whole bike apart, obviously, without this piece. But pretty much you need this, 8mm, a rag, which obviously you don't care about getting grease on, and then a screw, a flathead. Now, I will show why we're using this, but for the time being, you just have to watch. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much remove my back wheel, and then just show you how I clean the driver. It's really quick, simple. If you keep doing it and keep on top of it, it will prevent anything from, like, I guess, getting too much dirt in it, making your chain, you know, fall off or anything like that. It's just maintenance, guys. If you want to keep your bike looking fresh, you got to clean it. First step done. So pretty much what you saw there is practically that's how I clean my driver. Now you can get really technical in it, but I don't need to pull the driver out, grease it, anything like that. It's practically brand new, so I don't need to do that. Now if you have had your hub for a long time, it is always best just to take your driver out, give it a quick look, check the pores, everything like that. Obviously a little bit more grease in it if it's quite dry, because obviously keep maintaining it, it will last you a long time. So anyways, but that's pretty much how I clean my driver, just obviously to keep the dust off it, clean it up, and make it look good. So anyways, the next step is where it's the messy part, is obviously the cranks. So I'm gonna pull that apart, clean all the grease off it, clean it all up on the crank arms, all that stuff, and then we grease it up. So let's go. Alrighty then, so as you can see, pulled it all apart, just take everything out except obviously the bottom bracket. Mine's a bit harder than normal. It is a bush bottom bracket. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much, let's see if I can show you over here. So that is what a bush bottom bracket is. Pretty much it's two plastic sleeves that go over like this, and the tighter, and obviously has a little cup there here. So when you tighten your cranks, it pushes on that and obviously just makes it tighter for it to spin. So I can pretty much lock it up almost to the point where I can't even pedal. So pretty much now what we're going to do is clean up all the bolts, clean all this up. As you can see, they're looking a bit rank. That is all obviously the foam pit. So obviously it's been a while since I've cleaned it up. And then obviously because obviously these bolts are all titanium, I bought this little bad boy. So this is actually titanium grease. Now I'm not sure if it's much better than most other, grease, I guess. I just brought this off TLC, and hopefully it's been working so far, but they highly recommend it if you've got tire parts that you should buy this off it. So yeah. Anyways, pretty much just gonna clean it up and then we're gonna put it back together. Alright guys, done and dusted. As you can see, it gets pretty messy. This stuff is absolutely amazing, eh? If you haven't gotten yourself some, I would highly recommend it. But as you can see now, all nice and clean. Cleaned up, obviously all around the teeth of the sprocket. All around here is all nice and clean. All inside the bolts have been all, there we are, all the bolts and that. It's actually looking pretty good. So that's probably the messiest job. Now the next one is pretty much I'm just going to take the bolts out of my stem. That's been a while. And practically just swap them out with the other tie bolts. Like I said, every time you change bolt or pull it out and clean it, you must put fresh grease on it. Some people don't like to, but me personally, I like to make sure there's always grease on the bolts, so that way they just much nicer, they don't get stuck, and yeah, pretty much just it's what you're meant to do, put grease. So anyways, let's get to it. Alrighty then, so we're going to get these bad boys out. Man, I've been waiting for a long time to open this. Anyways, let's do it. So the best bet is obviously you want to make sure you have them out. So obviously the 4 that holds onto your fork, and then actually, how did they give you 4? Yeah, sorry. So I was wrong. The 2 you want, that the 2 bolts that hold onto your forks with your stem, sorry, and then these bits here for your cap. So obviously these will be for the bolts to for the cap to hold onto your bars, and go from there. So the best bet is obviously you want to make sure they're all greased up, ready to go, so that way once you pull that off, you're not mucking around. So anyways, I'm just going to quickly skip this part and done. So there you go. All ready to go, all greased up. So obviously just by doing this then, you can take off the old ones that are here, and pretty much you can swap them out straight away without mucking around. So anyways, let's get on to it. Done. I got to say these bolts feel a lot better. So the other bolts I got, they were just cheapies. They were quite cheapies, to be honest. I'm not going to mention the name of the company because I'm not going to do that. But these ones, man, they just feel amazing. So anyways, I'm just going to show you now what it looks like. I just feel they pop out a lot more, like the jet fuel just pops out a lot more than the other ones. So I feel that the quality is just, and they feel more like, what's the word, more sturdy. They don't feel as cheap and so hollow. I feel these ones are gonna last a lot longer. which is really good to reassure me that, hey, when I'm upside down doing stuff and I do crash, I'm not going to have this bar end or this stem snap on me or anything like that with the bolts in it. So that kind of helps me out. But as you saw, guys, must always grease it up, because now it's in, it's going to come out much easier when you tighten it, and it's just going to feel much easier. So anyway, let's show you. Alright guys, there you go. So practically what we have done in this video is clean the back hub. Very important. I mean, if you've got really expensive hubs, why wouldn't you want to clean them regularly? Like, you want to make sure that they're always up to date, and if you do, they will just last a lot longer, especially as well with your cranks. Always want to make sure if you ride a lot of dirt, anything like that, foam pits, anything that will get dirt into it, you want to make sure it's clean, especially for your bearings. It will help them last a lot longer. That means you save money in your pocket and you get to have a lot more life out of your products. The other thing as well is, if you are running tie, you've got to make sure that you always check on them. They do snap a lot more easier. Hopefully the newer products these days that are coming out are a lot more stronger. But at the end of the day, guys, it is still titanium. It is still a very light material, not as strong as your other ones. But geez, obviously you want to save weight, and you obviously want your bike looking amazing, especially with these jet fuel bolts. It's where you got to go. But there's nothing wrong with titanium. You just got to make sure you keep up your maintenance on it, always checking it. Because if you don't want one bolt snapping, because what you could fix with one bolt, you could destroy all of them, and including your stem and including yourself. So you don't want that. I'm heading to Melbourne. I'll be filming heaps of vlogs over there. I've got a list already of things that I want to get done. Majority of those tricks, if I do get them done, you probably won't see for a little while. Maybe might save it for my end of the year edit, not sure yet. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to it. The 7th I go for 7 days. I'm so keen for it. And I'll be filming my whole entire time there, what we're gonna get up to, and what parks we ride. Mainly will be Rampfest, because I only living up about 10 minutes up the road from Rampfest. So it will be mainly that park. If I get to go to another indoor, then definitely will, but if not, most of the time will just be sessions. They're sending it, getting new learns, and going from there. So anyways, guys, I really hope you like this video. As I said, it's raining outside. I was a bit bored. I love making videos. I love having you guys watch it all. And yeah, if you like it, like and subscribe, and follow me, because we'll be going to, like I said, Melbourne soon. So if you want to keep an eye out, go and follow this channel right now. So anyways, guys, see you next time. Suicide doors on the floor.